Good evening, a good morning, a good afternoon, wherever you're watching around the world. Welcome to Ant Barber. Hang on a minute, you're saying, hang on a minute. We're not on a plane, and we're not in Scotland, we're not in Lanzarote. Whoa, throwing people off. But if you look at my description for my YouTube channel, I did say I do some specials. I normally bring them out Saturday, but I've got a couple of specials coming out already on Saturday from Lozzie Mouth and other places. So I'll probably drop this one on a Friday night. And I do enjoy some cooking. And I do enjoy cooking a lot of vegetarian and vegan food for my wife Janice. But this one isn't a vegan food dinner. And it's my second take at this, because I was going to make lasagna. But I haven't got enough stuffing. I've got the wrong sort of stuff for lasagna. But my favourite foods, lasagna, cottage pie, and chili con carne. So I'm going to do chili con carne. And I was going to do a chili lasagna. But all you got to do for chili lasagna is basically make your chili con carne, and when you're doing your lasagna layers, layer it with the chili con carne. It is delicious and well worth a try, with the cheese sauce on top and the extra mature cheddar. I'll make that for you another time. Hit the comments below if you want me to make any of the foods I'm going to be doing, showing you how a quick way to do. I'm doing chili con carne. This is my quick way of doing chili con carne, because if you come in from a hard day's work, you work 12-hour shifts and stuff, you don't want to be fannying around. You just want to do something quick, fast, nice and tasty. So all my ingredients today I bought from Aldi. Aldi are not sponsoring this, only because it's my closest shop, and I'm in fact the second closest, I tell a lie. Third if you could recall, Rachel. Shut up, Ant, I'm talking to myself. I do that, see? Shut myself up. I put myself going on an ant rant and an ant ramble. Let's cut to the chase. Get the intro on. Let's start cooking. Let's go moving forward with a purpose. So let's get things started. Important things you need for a good cooking session, well, I'm only going to do chili con carne, is your important glass of cider, obviously from Aldi, a nice sized pan. I'm going to use some olive oil. Excuse the kitchen, I'm doing washing. Janice is away in Manchester, so I'm doing washing and the dishwasher's on. I've bought some extra lean steak mince, 5% fat. Have a congealer thingy there ready to drain the fat off. I've got a tin of baked beans. I told you it's a basic recipe. Tin of Aldi passata and some red kidney beans. And I've got this from Aldi, but if you put this in on your own, their chili con carne packing mix, a bit boring, but it does add extra flavour. I prefer the Schwartz hot chili con carne, but if you have that and that, now you're talking. So I need to start getting some oil. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn you guys off while I open these, get everything prepped, and we'll start filming when everything's in the pan, and we go from there. How's that sound? Sounds good, Anthony. I'm talking to myself, aren't I? Always am. Always talk to myself. I've got the cow around somewhere. I've got a nice cow which I turn around, it goes mmm, and it's called the Janice response cow. It's when I speak to her, I say like, well, shall I do tea tonight? Shall I go and make this? Or what are we doing tomorrow? She completely ignores me and just tips away at her phone. And then I just get the cow and go, at least I know the answer then, don't I? Normally it means we're not going out. Right, let me start cooking. Shut up, Ant. Talking to myself, rambling. Get some cider down me. Let's get cooking. Right, I'm back with you now. I have prepared all my bits and pieces. It's not a lot you really need for a chili con carne. Let me go over here. If you really wanted to make it hotter, you got sauces like this that Janice has. Well, I'll take you over to have a look at them. They're a bit emotional, to be honest with you. They're insanity sauces. All of them 40 minutes later would probably cause me to have real bad problems. It may aggravate my IBS a little bit too much, so I tend to avoid too much heat. I do like a little bit of a kick. The most I go up to in a curry house is a madras. And you're rambling again. Look, I've forgotten my spoon, haven't I? You call me a spoon for forgetting my spoon. Important thing, let's get the mince in there. Look, I'm not going to add anything. I'm talking about what I eat. This is home cooked stuff. What I normally do, like my roast dinners, but this is quick and easy teas. Quick and easy food, really, which isn't junk food. And you can make them vegetarian, you can make them vegan. Vegan, the way I've done this before is with some mushrooms and peppers and some basically some vegetables, and I've run them through the blender to make my own vegan mincemeat, which is obviously vegan, and it tastes nice. Janice liked it. Or you can buy vegan mince. I don't see the point of that, but that's just a personal thing. And you're in favour of vegetarian with corn. I do like corn mince. So let's get started. Start cooking. So I've boiled my kettle, and you're probably going to think I've got my strainer over there because I'm going to drain some fat. I am not draining my fat straight into the sink before I get the keyboard warriors on me. If you look, I have layered the inside of my sink with foil, and just in case we do get anything go past, which we won't because I'm quite a good shot, nutty, we will pour the kettle. This is a family show. Family, get my important bits. Not had enough of these, that's the problem. Stewing with these, basically, it's 20 minutes. You cook up your mincemeat. And I'm using, in case I get asked what oil, I'm using vegetable oil because I couldn't find the olive oil. We may have had some, but... And I'm using quite an expensive pan. I've got some good pans kicking around. The things don't stick to, in case you're wondering why am I cooking it not in a frying pan. Well, I've got some really good saucepans, and this is one which I picked up years ago in Brighton. And it served me very, very well. And when that is done and drained off, I'm going to be a bit lazy. I'm going to add some... I told you it's quick and it's quick. I'm going quick. But it's also cheap, and it does taste nice. And if you used to host parties like I used to do in Yapton, where you have about 50 to 80 people around, you do a load of these sort of dinners. They don't take long to do. People are just so impressed, and they're quite easy. And quite good for you. Meatballs is another one, but comment below if you want to see me make the chilies or lasagna. I'll make sure I've got enough stuff in. I need to have some more cheese in. I didn't have enough cheese in because I like to make a white sauce from scratch. I know it's a bit of a faff. I could have cheated and bought some of the Aldi Cucina white sauce, which is very, very nice as well. As I said, other shops are available. Just I happen to go to Aldi. So while that is cooking, we can answer some questions. What made me want to come onto YouTube and sell my soul? Is a question I have been asked. Well, I've been doing Twitch for a couple of years, so I've already been in front of a camera, and I did a little bit of acting when I was at school many years ago. And it was a very good friend of mine. Sadly, we used to contact each other like once a week on Zoom, and we used to help. He used to help me out on Twitch, get my channel up, and help me out with my DJing for my Mixcloud, which is DJ Scruffo. Sadly, he passed away with cancer, but not long before he passed, he did keep saying to me, "Ant, start your own YouTube channel. You travel a lot. You're good in front of a camera. He never used to rate me much as a DJ, even though I rate myself. Of course, I'm great, but it was like, do what you do best. You're a funny guy. Get in front of the camera. Do a bit of cooking. Do a bit of traveling. Do a bit of flight sim." So I'm mixing it up at the moment. So this is Ant Cooks Chili con Carne today. So we're going to cook this until obviously, well, not obviously, because if you haven't cooked before, you don't know. So it's not obvious. So until we go all the reds out of it, basically, because the rest we can get out when we're into the simmer mode, and that will take all the bad bits and pieces out. But we are using 5% Aldi finest beef. Nothing for the best for the YouTube today. Now I'm going to drain it. Then I'm going to start adding the flavours, because I don't want to do it now. And I could have added olive oil in to start with. It would have given a little bit of extra texture and zest. But I can't find the olive oil, so I've had to go with what I've got. It will be in there somewhere. But we're going with what I've got. Now this is excreting quite a bit of fat. Even though it is 5%, it's still kicking it out. So that's why we've got our trusted, because this is 2 stages. We don't want all that fat when we're eating it. As my good friend Nick Hill would say, it lines the top of your mouth and you just rub your tongue across the top of your mouth, and if someone's not drained the fat off, you can just, it slides. I just know. If it's fat's been left in dinners, you just know. You just know. Yeah, I mean, know or you don't, but I can feel it on my palate. So I drain it off, then we reheat it again, we add the sauces, then we'll simmer. I know you don't need to stick around for the simmer part. Then we can, I could put you on time lapse for the simmer. Then, yeah, what I'll do is I'll put you on time lapse for the simmer, but we've not got to the drain yet. It's on the tail end of it, it's real bad. Cold. Sorry, boys and girls. On the tail end of this really bad cold at the moment. I would say man flu, but it's not man flu. The household's tested for COVID. We've still got some COVID things. It's not COVID. It's just we've been in the sun. We've been travelling a lot of planes, a lot of different changes of temperature, hot, cold, and we're back in the UK and it's freezing from Lanzarote where it's 25 degrees, and I've got a packed plane for 4 hours with everyone sneezing and farting and coughing. Yeah, of course I've picked something up, haven't I? Right, let's turn that off and let's get that drained. Yeah, so that's drained of all of its oil now. Give that a shake. As I said, I won't be putting that down at the sink because it blocks your sinks up. But I've got that kitchen foil in there, which will come into use because when that cools down in an hour or so, that's going to go congeal and hard. I'm going to roll it up in a little ball and put it in my normal waste. So that is oil free. Stick that in there for the moment. Everything over there goes in there. All go in the dishwasher later, but the dishwasher's on. Now this is a point where I add my generous amount of garlic. I mean generous. We're going two teaspoons of this garlic here. No one comes near me when we're having this chili con carne. Do normally add a little bit of something else, but I can't remember. Find it. We don't have any sugar in. I normally put, if you want it a little bit sweeter, I normally at this point put a little bit of sugar and a splash of vinegar in there. Only because if you want to get that sweet and sour effect, but you don't really need to. So let me get this down onto simmer. And to add the passata. But that's all to do with personal preference. When I was cooking these from scratch many years ago, I used to put quite a bit of vinegar and a bit of sugar in and stuff. But lately, I haven't. But I thought a splash of sugar is more what my mum used to do. My mum taught me how to cook And then when I went to live in Spain in 1993 for a year with my grandmother, she taught me how to cook. She didn't speak a word of English. She taught me how to cook some Spanish dishes. So we made potato guisa, lentillas, paella, the chicken soup, puchero. So I do know how to make some Spanish cooking. Hit in the comments below if you want to see any Spanish dishes being made. Again, we can do all them vegan as well, which I have done, and vegetarian. Everything that can be made vegetarian can be made pretty much vegan, I've found. Especially though we do Veganuary every year. I joined Janice with Veganuary because I find it quite easy to do, to be honest with you. And to put so we've just added the passata, and now I've just added the kidney beans. I've got my lids for my things. They're going in the recycle. But I'm going to put my baked beans in there now. You can use mixed beans from Aldi. It is a personal preference. You don't have to use baked beans. I only use baked beans because I like the baked bean sauce. Which baked bean do I use? I quite like the Aldi homemade one, to be honest. I like that. Get in there. 2 strays. So let's get this mixed up. We've got a nice big batch there. And that's the important thing. I'm going to add half a cup of water. Much. Then we're going to add the 2 packets. We're going to add the Chilli con Carne seasoning packet, the Aldi one, and then the one from Morrison's, the hot one. The Schwartz. Why do I add the water? Well, it makes it too thick otherwise, and it really does thicken it up quite nicely. So having the water allows me to simmer it for the 20 minutes I want to simmer it for, to get the full flavours and taste. Let me give this a good stir. Right, let's stop the filming here. We'll be back shortly. I'm going to now put you, boys and girls, onto, once this starts simmering, a 20-minute time-lapse video with some funky Argo Vox music in there, which is non-proprietary, and we can watch it time-lapse. So we're back with you, the 20 minutes are up, and I was playing games with you during that 20 minutes of fast footage. You probably saw me do the Weeping Angel from Doctor Who. That was a great impression. I don't know how that's going to turn out, not watched it back yet. And I was also listening to my dance Mixcloud. If you haven't followed me on Mixcloud, oh, that'd be great. If you could pop over to your app store, look for something called Mixcloud. It's quick, it's free to create an account, and then go on there. I'm called Ant Barber, and you'll see my logo. You'll see me on there. Please follow. Hit me in the comments in there, and I'll add you to my shout out list. Anyway, look, enough promo about Mixcloud. What am I doing? What am I doing now? You're rambling. And I'm coughing still. I've had this man flu. It's not great. So, 20 minutes down. 20 minutes down. We have... I'm not well. Our chili con carne. So, hang on a minute. Let me plate some up. Oh, this could get emotional. Stand by one. What am I going to do with you? I need to stand you somewhere. Stand you there. I mean, I can't see what you're looking at though. That's a problem. I'll stand you there. That'll do. Bring it back. Right, here we go. Let's bring it back. Let's get that back on here. There we go. I put it in a small bowl because I'm going to be eating it later. Now you can make yourself some rice, chips, whichever you want to do with this. As I said, you can add it and make it into a chili con carne lasagna, which is, it tastes very, very nice, especially with the cheese sauce. But the proof is in the trying. Oh, I got myself an extra big spoon. Sorry about that. Welcome to Casa Chaos here. Casa Chaos. We like Casa Chaos. Let's see what's going on. That's better. Let me just get that. Moment of truth. It's a bit hot. Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is good. I get a second opinion on that. But what I tend to do with these dinners, I'm going to finish that. It's a dinner for later today. What I tend to do, if it doesn't get eaten today, I've got a load of these. I put labels on them. Got the old Tupperware containers. I put labels on them and I'll stick them in the freezer. Chili, and you know, if you're going to work like I do, long hour, long shifts, there's a lot of people out there have got long working days now. Yeah, bills aren't getting any cheaper. Energy bills, I don't talk about food bills and everything. It's all going up. If you get one of these out before you go to work, bish bash bosh, in your microwave, 3 minutes, job done. Or if you've got a family, then microwave the bigger container for about 9 minutes. Get a couple of them Aldi rices, open them up, or just make a rice there. As I said, it's quick. I'm trying to do quick, easy, homemade dinners. It's fairly good for you, isn't it? It's homemade. It's got to be good for you. It wasn't even tasking. I didn't even work up a sweat, apart from the dancing, I will say. That's where I worked up the sweat. Right, I've been Ant Barber. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you don't like my flight stuff and you're coming here for this. Sorry about that. I may do another channel. I just do specials on cooking on this channel. I would love to keep my travel one going on the Sundays. Saturdays I do specials where I do extra diversions off of the travel, and Wednesdays is flight sim, where it's not as sensible as today. I tend to get a little bit, what the challenge is to drink a bottle of that nearly, which all I want to do is go to bed after that, and especially with the gases, and then do a flight and a landing. Most of my landings are terrible, some are good. Drink flying, don't recommend it. As I always say on my channels, be nice, be respectful to each other. Hit me up in the comments for any suggestions you'd like myself, Adam or Janice to do. Most importantly, stay safe, have fun. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. This has been really good fun today. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.